Wow, the sun is out today. It officially feels like spring. Let's talk about St. Patrick's Day, the time of the year when the world turns green, beer flows freely, and everyone suddenly claims to have Irish heritage. Irish immigrants played a massive role in transforming St. Patrick's Day into the festive holiday that we know today. As Irish communities grew in cities like New York, Chicago, and Boston, they started organizing parades, festivals, and public celebrations to honor their heritage. And over time, these events became grand spectacles featuring green attire, shamrocks, bagpipes, beer, and Irish music. But some really good movies also actually take place during this festive holiday. So grab your corned beef or your fish and chips, my personal favorite, and let's talk about movies that are set during St. Patrick's Day. And we're kicking off our list with The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford as a man wrongfully convicted of his wife's murder.
I didn't kill my wife!
And Tommy Lee Jones as a U.S. Marshal who is hot on his trail.
I don't care!
And while the entire film isn't centered around St. Patrick's Day, one of its most iconic scenes takes place during Chicago's legendary St. Patrick's Day parade. So Ford's character weaves through the bustling streets using the chaos of the parade to evade capture. And rather than recreating the event on a closed set, the director Andrew Davis opted to shoot guerrilla style in the middle of the real parade, adding an authentic sense of chaos.
They're shooting a movie down here, The Fugitive, and they're taking advantage of the parade because apparently one of the scenes in the movie involves a chase scene, and you're seeing Tommy Lee Jones right there. And Tommy Lee, hi, Bob Jordan.
Tommy Lee Jones.
How are you? Okay, I just wanted to tell the guys an interesting anecdote. I'm interviewing the superintendent of police, and you and your buddy run by here like you're looking for some bad guys.
We are, yeah.
And they said, who are these guys? And they saw you guys run by. I said, well, they are chasing bad guys, fictitious bad guys.
Fictitious cops chasing fictitious bad guys on a really good day.
The city of Chicago actually gave the filmmakers permission to film, but they did have to work efficiently with very limited takes. So the actors moved through real crowds of completely unsuspecting parade goers with a mix of hidden and strategically placed cameras capturing the action perfectly. Many of the extras in the background were actually just regular Chicagoans enjoying the parade, completely unaware that they were part of a Hollywood production. So this gave the scene a raw, documentary-like realism, making it even more immersive. Real-world vibe of the parade grounds the story in reality and makes The Fugitive a surprising yet perfect addition to your St. Patrick's Day watch list. So State of Grace is a gritty neo-noir crime drama set right in the heart of Hell's Kitchen, following the tensions between Irish-American gangsters and undercover law enforcement.
Think my ass from McGinnis here.
Man, they was gonna burn you at the stake.
Hey, man, I'm glad you're back. Hey, I missed you.
I wish you
You're
too.
gonna take this town apart on St. Patty's Day, right?
Fucking A.
Starring Sean Penn, who returns to his old neighborhood as an undercover cop, the film dives deep into the violent underbelly of organized crime, and with powerhouse performances from Ed Harris as the ruthless mob boss and Gary Oldman as his unpredictable younger brother. The movie's climax unfolds during a St. Patrick's Day parade, once again, using the backdrop of Irish pride and celebration with a sense of impending doom, making the parade not just a setting, but an ironic counterpoint to the betrayal and bloodshed that follows. Don't these stories just really make you want to go to a St. Patrick's Day parade? Certainly nothing bad will happen to you there. Anyways, like The Fugitive, the St. Patrick's Day parade scene in State of Grace was filmed during the actual parade as well. But this one was filmed during the New York City St. Patrick's Day parade. And much like The Fugitive, the filmmakers opted to shoot within a real, uncontrolled environment. The director Phil Janot secured permissions from the city to film within the parade, but they still had to blend in and work fast. Handheld cameras and long lenses were used to capture raw, documentary-style footage, immersing the audience in the chaotic energy of the event. The result is an incredibly tense and immersive scene where the celebratory nature of the parade contrasts sharply with the film's underlying themes of violence, loyalty, and betrayal. Martin Scorsese's Oscar-winning crime thriller, The Departed, revolves around an undercover cop played by Leonardo DiCaprio and a corrupt cop played by Matt Damon. And at the center of it all is Jack Nicholson as the ruthless and unpredictable crime boss.
I just want you to know I'll be recommending you for the Medal of Merit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a gold star around here, huh?
I'm sensing a little bit of a theme here. I'm really sorry to everybody who's actually Irish and wants this holiday to be about something other than organized crime and violence.
You accused me once. I put up with it. You accused me twice. I quit.
It's quintessential Scorsese, stylized, suspenseful, and dripping with tension. Whether you're watching for the masterful performances, the razor-sharp dialogue, or the intense action, The Departed makes for a perfect St. Patrick's Day viewing, especially if you like your Irish celebrations with a side of mob. Love The Departed. The Departed. The Departed. Go watch The Departed. Really sorry if you're from Boston. Just forget I ever did that. P.S. I love you. If you're looking for a little romance instead of violent crime to go with your St. Patrick's Day festivities, this one is for you. P.S. I Love You isn't just a tearjerker. It's a passionate but imperfect love story. A love letter to Ireland itself, featuring Hilary Swank on a journey of self-discovery, complete with an adventure to Ireland's rolling green hills, lively pubs, and postcard-worthy countryside. And Gerard Butler, the ultimate dreamy Irishman, of course. Between its stunning Irish landscapes, cozy pub sing-alongs, and plenty of charming accents, this movie is a perfect excuse to pour yourself a Guinness and get lost in the romance. It's a beautiful way to add just a little Irish magic to your St. Patrick's Day lineup. Guinness, that sounds good. How about Irish-American twin vigilantes delivering justice on St. Patrick's Day? The Boondocks Saints is an action-packed, ultra-violent cult classic that has become a St. Paddy's Day tradition for movie buffs who like their holiday with a side of gunfights and vengeance, which is apparently a theme today.
Bomb dropping on Beaver Cleaverville. For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon.
So, starring Norman Reedus and Sean Patrick Flannery, the film follows these two deadly twins as they try to rid Boston of crime.
There was a firefight!
And of course, they kick off their killing spree on St. Patrick's Day. So whether you see it as a brilliant vigilante thriller or a guilty pleasure with quotable lines...
You're not just talking about mob guys, right? You're talking about pimps and drug dealers and all that shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
slow motion gun battles and bagpipe heavy soundtrack, all these moments make it a St. Paddy's Day must watch. So if you're looking for something a little less sentimental and a little more shoot 'em up, grab a pint, throw on some green, just not your Kiss Me I'm Irish shirt. Leave that at home, please, I'm begging of you. And get ready for one hell of a ride. This one might be a little bit of a stereotype, but how could we not include the Leprechaun?
I'm a leprechaun, me dear.
This So Bad It's Good cult classic stars Warwick Davis as an evil, wisecracking leprechaun who will stop at absolutely nothing to reclaim his stolen gold. And we mean nothing, whether it's maiming, biting, or pogo sticking his victims to death. Yes, really. With completely over-the-top kills, laughable cheesy effects, and some of the most ridiculous one-liners in horror history, Leprechaun is pure campy fun. And if you need another reason to check it out, it marks the film debut of Jennifer Aniston, absolutely rocking the early 90s fashion while fighting off a murderous Irish menace.
This is what you're looking for, right? Me powers are returning.
And while Leprechaun was never meant to be taken seriously, it has cemented itself as a must-watch for St. Patrick's Day movie marathon. So if you're in the mood for something absolutely absurd, gory, and accidentally hilarious, turn off your brain, grab your Lucky Charms, and just let the mayhem begin. Just remember, never steal a leprechaun's gold. Never, okay?
It smells like me gold.
Let's look at something a little bit more whimsical this St. Patrick's Day. Darby O'Gill and the Little People is a delightful Disney classic.
3 wishes I grant you. It's the pot of gold, the king of the leprechauns, and the merriest band of little people in the land of enchantment.
Packed with Irish folklore, mischievous leprechauns, and even a young Sean Connery singing an Irish tune.
Starring Sean Connery.
Oh, she is my dear, my darling one, her eyes so sparkling full of fun. No other can match the likes of her.
Now, a quick note on the title. While little people is used in the film to refer to leprechauns, it's important to recognize that the term is outdated and not appropriate when referring to people today. So the film follows Darby O'Gill, a wily old storyteller who gets himself tangled up with the king of leprechauns, leading to a series of magical misadventures filled with trickery, humor, and good old-fashioned Irish charm. With lush green landscapes, toe-tapping music, this movie is a nostalgic, family-friendly pick for the holiday. But don't let the Disney label fool you. There is a terrifying banshee.
An incredible journey to the Lost Kingdom. Adventure and spectacle beyond imagination.
Proving that Irish mythology isn't all rainbows and pots of gold. So whether you're watching for classic Disney magic, leprechaun mischief, or Sean Connery's Irish accent, this film is a must-see for anyone looking to add a little folklore to their holiday marathon.
Walt Disney's Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Rated G.
If you grew up watching Disney Channel, you probably remember The Luck of the Irish. It's peak early 2000s Disney magic, cheesy, over the top, and ridiculously fun. The movie follows Kyle Johnson, a seemingly normal teenager who suddenly starts shrinking in height, growing pointy ears, and developing a full Irish accent, because that is just how leprechaun genetics work, okay?
You mean I'm a leprechaun too? McTiernan is making off with our luck.
No, he has to win back his family's luck before it's gone forever.
Tonight's the state championship.
I can't play looking like this.
So it turns out, Kyle must embrace his half-leprechaun roots to protect his family's magical gold from the mischievous villain, Seamus McTiernan. Throw in some basketball showdowns, a St. Patrick's Day festival...
Kyle, what are you doing? I don't know, I can't help it.
And plenty of very bad Irish puns.
Oh, really? No. O'Reilly.
And you've got a Disney Channel original movie that's as nostalgic as a bowl of Lucky Charms. Wow, I really want Lucky Charms right now. Sure, it's not exactly an authentic Irish tale with its goofy premise and a believe-in-yourself message, but it's perfect for a nostalgic rewatch, especially if you're looking for something lighthearted to balance out all the very gritty crime thrillers and horror flicks that are on this list. So let's talk about the last film on the list of our St. Patrick's Day viewing. One of my personal favorites, Brooklyn. And in my opinion, few films capture the Irish immigrant experience as beautifully as this one does.
I'm not Irish. You don't sound Irish.
This Academy Award-nominated drama stars Saoirse Ronan, one of my favorite actresses, and she plays a young Irish woman who leaves behind her small town to start a new life in 1950s New York City. She's torn between her old home and the possibilities of her new life, facing love, loss, and the emotional weight of forging her own path.
Can't let you just go back to America without saying anything. I regret it for the rest of my life.
This film is a gorgeous, heartfelt journey of identity and belonging, making it a perfect choice for those who want a touch of Irish culture, but with a deeply moving story. And a key moment in the film takes place at a St. Patrick's Day celebration. She's still adapting to her new surroundings, and she finds comfort in the familiar songs, traditions, and warmth of the Irish community in Brooklyn, New York. It's a scene that perfectly encapsulates the heart of the holiday. It's not just the parades and green beer, but the idea of staying connected to your roots while embracing the future. And with its stunning cinematography, emotional depth, and powerful performance by Ronan, I mean, you just absolutely have to watch. Brooklyn is a must-watch for St. Patrick's Day, reminding us that home is more than just a place. It's the people and the memories that we carry with us.
You like Italian food?
Don't know. I've never eaten it.
It's the best food in the world.
Well, why would I not like it?
So that wraps up our cinematic tribute to St. Patrick's Day. So whether you're in the mood for action, horror, or romance, there's a movie on this list for you. Please tell us if we should highlight another holiday worth of movies, and let us know in the comments. And until then, follow us, because if there's one thing that we absolutely love, it's talking about movies. And please let us know if you watch any of these St. Patrick's Day selections. Happy St. Patty's Day!